Colonel Lysenko, who's a spokesperson from Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Yesterday, the Parliament of Ukraine approved laws on a special order of local governments in some districts of Lugansk and Donetsk regions, and also about prevention of investigation and punishment of people participants of activities in Donetsk and Lugansk region. Those were approved in order to comply with a peace plan and Minsk protocol of trilateral contact group. Those laws are a real step to establish peace and security of citizens in the east of Ukraine. In order to set peace, armed forces of Ukraine comply with a ceasefire in order to comply with a peace plan of the President of Ukraine. At the same time, there are shelling against ATO forces from illegal armed forces and Russian military men. During the day, the shelling the positions of armed forces in Donetsk region near Nizhnya Krynka, Piske, Podonetsk, Rідкодуб, Гранітне, Курахове, Noorlivka, Debaltseve, Shumy. In Luhansk region, terrorists shelled positions of Ukraine military men near Popasna, Stanica Luhanska, Novoselivka, Centralny, Mius, Chernukhina. During the last day, we don't have losses among Ukrainian military men. In the monitoring mission of CE stated multiple violations of ceasefire, and that was not done by terrorists. There was shelling a Ukrainian checkpoint near Malorlivka, near which there were members of OSCE monitoring group. At the same time, it's not excluded that a military gunman was shelling a Ukrainian military men in order to provoke them, because they knew in advance about OSCE route. The operational information we have that gunmen are near Fashivka, Krasny Luch, Luhansk region, and on the territorial they mask military equipment in living quarters and in the backyards of civilians. ITO forces are ready for provocations and to kick back the attacks. And yesterday, terrorists made several attacks and shelling against ATO near Fashivka, Luhansk region to Debaltseve, from Fashivka to Debaltseve, and from Kirovsk in Donetsk region to Yunono-Komarovsk, Donetsk region. Counterintelligence FSB arrested the leader of the group of DNR, former worker of road police, who together with the rest may participate in terrorist acts in Donetsk region. The group received a task from Hirkin, to whom they report about committed crimes. And they did personally. They began attacked Ukrainian equipment, checkpoints of ATO. They undermined mined bridges and living quarters. There is investigation now. There is air intelligence from Russian Federation, and they use drones for that. During the day, we observed 5 of such cases, and from on latitude from 1 to 2 kilometers. And twice, drones were observed near Mariupol, and 3 times on administrative border with temporarily occupied Crimea. During the day, border guards of Krasnotalivka unit in Luhansk region, 3 times they found mines installed by Russian infiltrators, and a resident of a woman who lives in the village which is near was got on the mine, and there was an explosion, and it means that there is a mine war, and there are efforts to push border guards from the border. Civilians die, and terrorists don't care about that. That's why we call local people who live on the border with Russia and in districts near ATO to be careful, and not to go to forest there to pick up berries and mushrooms. The situation in ATO area. Shelling of gunmen destroyed some buildings in Nizhnya Krinka, Hanzhivka, Vershnya Krinka, Spartak, and Nilsinovata. Also, they damaged the electricity lines in the Makivska filtration station. As a result, the station has no electricity. And in Makivka, there is no water, drinking water. Terrorists continue shelling in Peromaisk, Luhansk region, and no casualties so far. There is no electricity and no communication. Water is brought several times a day. There is not enough medicine in the city and food. Only yesterday we received the confirmation of information that kidnapped Mayor of Lysychansk is still alive and terrorists hold him. Donetsk, Makivka, Shakhtar, Nizhny Luhansk and other cities temporarily controlled by terrorists. Almost all banking system has stopped. In Donetsk, only ATMs of Oshad Bank work, and they serve only they can serve only to the cards of that bank, and the system of transferring money doesn't work in Donetsk. And also, there's a limited number of departments that receive community payments, and the Ukrainian Post is planning to start working again in 11 departments in the 11 departments and in Donetsk and in 4 in Mativska. But at Donetsk and Makivka, they will deliver only registered mail without and only to their office, not home. In Luhansk, there is again electricity to Ukretelecom is connected to electricity, and they have tests now. As to response to international community to events in Ukraine, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine published a statement, and with the concern of the Minister of Russian Federation, Shoigu, about the full-fledged and military group on the Crimean direction. Russian Federation continues to accumulate military men in Crimea and to create a military group with unclear goals. Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine takes that statement of Shoigu as such that destabilizes the situation in the Black Sea region. And we call Russian Federation to stop provocations that threaten sovereignty, territorial integrity of Ukraine, and peace in the region. Representative of Mary Harf of U.S. State Department since the special status to Donbass, they approve that. And the road to peace is open, but now everything depends on the wish of Russia and separatists supported by Russia to respect agreements and ceasefire and sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. These new laws underline that Ukraine government supports peaceful solution in the east of Ukraine. By that step, Ukraine confirmed its dedication to Minsk protocol, and Moscow must do the same, she underlined. Germany expressed readiness to send to Ukraine drones for the needs of OSCE, and to provide control over ceasefire in the east of Ukraine, as it is provided by the Minsk protocol. On September 16, Canada introduced new economic sanctions against Russia. The government of Canada included Sberbank Russia and 5 enterprises that produce military equipment. Also, Canada broadened the list of individuals who are prohibited to enter the country and they arrest their assets. Dmitro Bulgakov, Yuri Sadovenko, Mykola Bolanovsky, and Oleg Selekov were added to that list. That's all.
How true is the information that Ukrainian bodyguards started to put to order a stripe on the edge of juxtaposition with the militants? We don't have this information. With a view to the law adopted yesterday, is there a plan to establish a border with the occupied territory? And if so, how security will be provided for there at the border with the occupied territory? There's no talk about the border. There was talk about some territories. But will they be sort of separated? Will there be some sort of demarcation? We'll see what will be happening, and we will inform you. At the moment, we have no such plans. About the events near Ilovaisk, have all the people been withdrawn from there? Is there information on the number of losses, and are there any theories about what happened? According to the official report of the Minister of Defense, all the people that were there were withdrawn from the vicinity of Ilovaisk. We don't know the number of losses, casualties, because it's impossible to go there and check the information. As far as the reasons are concerned, representatives of military prosecutors are engaged in this, and they are interrogating generals and officers who were engaged in this operation. The next briefing of the Council for National Defense and Security